All right, hello everybody. It's Tony here from Blacktop Magazine, and I found my friend Dennis Gage.
Good to see you,
Dennis,
Tony.
great to see you
Always
again.
a pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure.
All right, and if you guys haven't seen My Classic Car with Dennis Gage, you're missing out.
Where have you been?
Who are you?
Where have you been?
And but it's so fun when you're at a show and you're checking out guys' cars and interviewing them about their cars. There's got to be some memorable vehicles you've had.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do all weird stuff, so they're all pretty memorable. Really, early on you did, you were trying to figure out how to do this thing, and you did a lot of mainstream stuff. You did Cuda, Camaro, Mustang, Corvette. You did all that because those are popular cars, right? But after several years, you go, you can only do that so much, and
right.
So I really get into the kind of oddball stuff. So yeah, I see a lot of. Almost every show I go to, it's like, I didn't know that existed.
Right,
wow, what is
right.
that? So I like that part of it. It's a discovery for me.
Yeah. And then you also go to collections.
I do, yeah.
Jay Leno's, of course.
Yeah, Jay's been on the show 29 times over the years.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I've been on 3.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Actually, you have.
So so you're coming on 25 years. The other part about the show, if you guys don't know, is the garage segments.
We can't take all the credit for sure, but we sort of pioneered that. I guess like another show, back in the day, Shade Tree Mechanic, Sam and Dave. But in the early days of cable, which is when all this started, you went from you could get 3 stations on your TV, and then suddenly you get 30. Well,
right.
30. Wow. But that allowed niche networks to exist where they had a very dedicated audience. So really, you wouldn't want to advertise on Seinfeld. A lot of eyeballs, but very few of them care about cars. But back in the day, TNN was like a rifle shot. That was your audience. And so, also back in the day, the way shows were done was largely on a barter system, because suddenly these networks had all this airtime that they never had before, but they had no money to buy shows. So what a barter meant that the production company produced the show, footed the bill for the show, gave it to the network for free.
Okay.
But then you split the commercial inventory. You got 5 spots to sell, and they got 5 spots to sell, and then you could put some in the show product stuff.
Yeah.
And that's really what the garage segment is. It's really, it's in-show product placement, but we actually always viewed it as a service to the hobby. people, and what's funny to me is to this day, people come up to me and say, I really, really enjoy the garage segments in your show. My reaction is, really? You do? But they said, no, I learn a lot there, and I see
right.
I see I know if it's on your show, it's a good product. I can trust it, and that's true. And so yeah, that was a way for companies like Steel to get their message right to their target customer in a way that wasn't a typical 30-second spot.
It wasn't salesy. You always made sure that it was about the product.
Yeah, it was just interesting stuff. Here's how here's what's available for weather stripping and sealant stuff, or trim parts, or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's actually been a very popular part of the show, and it's what pays the bills, frankly.
Right. Well, it's always a fun show to watch. It's on like Saturday mornings, but I DVR it.
It's on all over. Velocity is Saturday mornings. NBC Sports Network, it's Tuesday afternoons. MAV, it's like Fridays and Sundays. Revin, it's 29 times a week.
Right.
And then YouTube is 24/7. So you go to YouTube, My Classic Car, and everything is there, free, high def. What's not to love?
You talk about those oddball cars you're looking for now, and I remember seeing a show this season about these 2 Chip Boost cars that were in, where's it, North Dakota?
North Dakota, Grand Forks, North Dakota, yeah.
That was neat. Those are beautiful cars.
It was the Grandmaster and the Cool Air.
Yeah.
We'll be shooting, in 2 weeks we'll be down in Orlando shooting a micro car show.
Oh,
those things are insane, it's just, and those people are interesting too.
Right.
So yeah, it's I just like stuff that's off the beaten path.
Yeah.
SEMA has those things here, oddball cars. Then they have the best of the best in the latest technology and builds. So yeah, you can see everything here. It's the greatest show on earth.
Right. Yeah. Greatest show on earth.
It's the greatest show on earth. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
What's going on for next season?
We have 26 new episodes coming out in January of 2019. And there's all sorts of stuff. We've been all over God's green earth and shot the coolest things in the world. So yeah, tune in. see what's there.
And if you're into motorcycles, don't forget Tripping on Two Wheels. You can get the DVD sets at myclassiccar.com. Am I right?
He's absolutely right.
Right.
He is absolutely right.
That is a fun show too. You and your son riding around on bikes.
Yeah, that don't get much better than that.
No. Well, Dennis,
right
it's great to catch
Tony,
up with you again.
Great to see you, my man. Always a pleasure.
And
stay tuned to Blacktop
Magazine.
Blacktop Magazine and Media and Tony Columbini.
Right.
Hi, I'm Pinky Swear and you're watching Blacktop TV.